I'm 73 years old. My wife and I were married for 41 years. That's longer than some people listening to this have been alive. And for most of that time, I believed we had a good marriage. Not perfect, but solid. The kind people point to and say, they made it. But here's the truth. No one tells you about long marriages. You can live with someone for decades and still not really know them. You can share a bed, a home, a life, and still be strangers in the ways that matter most. My wife died 6 years ago. Pancreatic cancer. Diagnosed in March. Gone by July. 4 months from healthy to gone, and in those final weeks, lying in a hospice bed, she said something to me that I think about every single day. She said, "We wasted so much time being right instead of being close." I didn't understand it at first. I was defensive. I told myself we had a good marriage. We rarely fought. We were comfortable together. We built a life. But that was exactly the problem. We were comfortable, and comfortable isn't the same as connected. For years, she suggested small things. Let's take a class together. Why don't we go dancing again? Do you remember when we used to stay up talking for hours? And every time I had a reason. Too tired, too busy, too expensive, not practical. I wasn't trying to hurt her. I truly believed we had time. I thought those little moments didn't matter. I thought the big things, providing, being faithful, being reliable, were enough. They weren't. I thought love was about showing up during crises, paying the bills, doing the responsible things. And yes, those things matter, but love isn't built there. It's built in the quiet, unremarkable moments. The conversations over breakfast, the walks taken for no reason, the way you listen when your partner talks about their day. I stopped doing those things, not all at once. That's the dangerous part. It happened so gradually, I didn't even notice. One missed conversation led to another. One "not tonight" turned into hundreds. One "we'll do it later" quietly became never. And she adapted. She stopped asking me to dance, stopped suggesting we try new things, stopped trying to have deep conversations. She found her own friends, her own routines, her own world. We became polite, considerate, efficient. We became roommates who happened to be married. I saw it, I think. Or maybe I sensed it and convinced myself it was normal. That this is just what happens when people are together long enough. Passion fades, life settles, you get used to each other. But used to is just another word for complacent. When she got sick, everything changed. Suddenly, there was a deadline. Suddenly, all those things I thought we'd do someday had an expiration date. In those final months, we talked more honestly than we had in years. She told me things I never knew, dreams she let go of, hurt she carried quietly, times she felt invisible sitting right beside me. One night, a few weeks before she died, she told me about a trip she'd always wanted to take, a place connected to her family history. She'd mentioned it many times over the years, and every time I dismissed it. Too expensive. Not the right time. Maybe after retirement. We never went, and now we never would. She wasn't angry when she told me. That's what made it worse. She sounded resigned, like she'd accepted long ago that I wasn't going to meet her there. I asked her why she never pushed harder, why she didn't insist. She'd said, "I didn't want to make you do something you didn't want to do. I wanted you to want to do it with me." That sentence broke something in me, because she was right. She didn't want obligation. She wanted enthusiasm. She wanted to feel chosen. She wanted to feel like what mattered to her mattered to me, and I couldn't give her that. Here's what I've learned, and I say this carefully. The biggest threat to a relationship isn't betrayal or explosive fights, it's indifference. It's the slow erosion that happens when you stop trying. You stop asking questions because you think you already know the answers. You stop making effort because you assume your partner will always be there. You stop prioritizing connection because you believe you have time. And one day, you wake up next to a stranger, or worse, they're gone and you never really knew them at all. After she died, I found a journal she'd been keeping for years. Reading it felt like meeting a version of her I'd lived with but never truly seen. She wrote about loneliness, about feeling unheard, about moments that hurt her, times I was physically present but emotionally absent, times I chose work, distractions, or comfort over her. She also wrote about love, about the man she married, about hoping he'd come back, about trying to reach me and not knowing how. I was right there, in the same bed, in the same house, but I might as well have been somewhere else. And the hardest part is this: I wasn't cruel. I wasn't malicious. I didn't mean to hurt. I thought showing up was enough. I thought providing was enough. I thought not doing anything wrong was the same as doing things right. It isn't. Relationships don't die from dramatic failures. They die from 1,000 small neglects. If you're with someone now, ask yourself quietly, when was the last real conversation you had? Not about schedules or responsibilities, but about dreams and fears. When was the last time you did something just because it would make them happy? When was the last time you looked at them and felt grateful they were still there? If you can't remember, you may be walking the same path I did. No one stays forever. One of you will leave first. And when that happens, there are no do-overs. You don't get to go back. You don't get to reclaim postponed moments. You don't get to say the things you assumed were understood. We had 41 years, and I wasted too many of them being comfortable instead of connected, being right instead of being close. People told me after she died that I'd been a good husband. They meant well, but they were wrong. I was adequate. I met the minimum requirements. I didn't betray. I didn't abandon. I didn't harm. But love demands more than the absence of wrongdoing. It asks for effort, curiosity, presence, even when you're tired, even when it's inconvenient. I didn't give enough of that. Now I live with the clarity that comes too late, knowing how little it would have cost me to say yes more often. A few evenings, a bit of money, some attention, and how much it would have meant to her. Later never came. It never does. If this reaches you while there's still time, sit with it. You don't need to panic. You don't need to fix everything today. Just don't assume there will always be another chance. I'm 73 years old. I loved my wife. She loved me. And I still wish we had talked more. That wish will stay with me until I'm gone.